Oh, hello. Good morning. How are all of you? It's me. I just wanted to get back with you with another edition of Bathroom Chats. This is where we stand and watch me do my hair while we chit chat about real estate. So, by the way, I got 9 hours of sleep last night, and trust me, I needed it. I turned my alarm off last night, and it was glorious. So, let's get to it. First of all, it's been a busy couple weeks. Closed a couple deals, have another one closing next week. Have another couple listings coming up over the next couple weeks. So it's been extremely, extremely busy, but let's talk for a second. And start with inventory, because inventory is up from when we started doing these at the beginning of the year. So I just checked this morning, and as of about an hour ago, with attached and detached homes in San Diego County, there's 2,548 homes on the market, which is good because, we're going to go over the numbers at the beginning of the year. They dropped down at one point to like 1,300 homes on the market. So inventory was super, super tight at the beginning of this year. So now we're much higher up there. Oh, this piece of hair doesn't want to do what I want it to. Anyway, let's go down. So let's talk interest rates for a second, because that's really important. So the national average for interest rates is 5.46%. So we've topped 5%. That happened a couple weeks ago. The rate is expected to take another climb today. Or did it yesterday? Yesterday. The rate climbed. Yesterday was Wednesday. Up a quarter point. I was so out of it yesterday. I was running around everywhere yesterday. It was crazy. So rates are at about 5.5% right now. What can you do? Can you get a lower rate? Well, you can. What's becoming a little popular right now is the 5-1 or 7-1 ARM product. And I don't do loans, but I do have several clients who are looking into these products. Now, what these products do is it locks you into a lower interest rate for 5 or 7 years. And then what it does is it goes up to today's rate on the 8th year. But hopefully by then interest rates will be down and you can refinance out of that ARM. But if you're looking for an option, that's probably going to be the option that you're going to want to go with to lower your interest rate. And it's doable, and it's kind of becoming pretty popular. Now, let's talk about the median price for a home. The median price for a home right now is $889,000. Now, a couple weeks ago, the media was reporting that we hit an all-time record for the median price for a home, over $1 million. That's not right. It's $889,000. The average price in San Diego is definitely over $1 million. So you want to keep in mind what the media is telling you. So the median price for a home in San Diego is $889,000. It's not $1 million. We haven't reached that yet, but we are at $889,000. Now, if you're looking to sell your home, your average market time is about 18 days. So 18 days on the market before you can expect an offer. Things are sitting a little bit longer on the market now, and that's because some buyers have had to pull back because the interest rate's gone up. They bought themselves out of a specific price point. So if they were approved at $750, let's say, for a detached house, most of those houses now are $850 or $900,000, plus the interest rate's gone up. So that's a significant jump in the payment. So just keep that in mind. Now, active listings went up 8.8% month over month from last month to this month. Active listings jumped 8.8%, which is big. And I've been telling people that this was expected to happen because a lot of kids are getting out of school now. So a lot of people are putting their houses on the market so that way they can move their kids to the next school district, or they're moving out of state and they need to just get somewhere else. So active listings up 8.8%. You can see that trend is going to start to go up, and we'll start to see that probably through the beginning of September. And then in the fourth quarter, it'll drop off a little bit more, but 8.8% is going to be what it is expected to. Now, I said earlier today we have 2,548 houses, But as in January 2022, we did have 2,200 houses that hit the market. And that's important because that number from 2,200 was the carryover. We always see home prices, we always see inventory increase in January, which it did because a lot of people were waiting through the holidays to put their homes on the market. But then that dropped. It dropped significantly because if you remember correctly, we got down to like 1,300 homes on the market at one point. 13, and then it creeped up to 15, and then it hovered at 15 and went to 17, and now we're up at 2,500. So just keep that in mind. These homes are going to start to hit the market, and they're still going to start to go up. Now, people are asking, does that mean home prices are going to come down? Not necessarily, because the demand for homes is still there. People are still buying homes. So will we see an adjustment in the market? Yeah. Do I want to call it a huge shift? I don't think it's going to be a huge shift. And by the way, it's not going to be 2008. This market is not going to bomb like it did in 08. It bombed in 08 because of lending. Those lending guidelines are much, much tighter. We don't see those things. There's a lot of people with cash right now. There's a lot of people who have sold to buy, which is what most of my clients are, or what they're doing is they're refinancing their primary residence, pulling cash out, then they're going to buy the new property, sell that property, or either rent it. So there's a lot of that going on. Interestingly enough, month over month, pending sales have dropped 21%. So pending sales have dropped 21%. And I think part of that has to do with the fact that interest rates are going up. A lot of people put their foot on the brake. So pending sales did drop. Sold sales, interestingly, dropped 16%, which is significant. You're seeing a 16% decrease in home sales dropping. John, we know it wasn't your fault. We know that. As far as pricing your property, if you are thinking about putting your house on the market, first and foremost, if you're a realtor and you've never been in this market where you've actually had to ask your clients for a price reduction, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you're going to have to start asking for those price reductions because they are going to have to start coming. This is, I was talking to an agent yesterday. She had, her client was the third offer in on this house that had fallen out of escrow 2 times. So they were the third one in, which meant they ended up getting the deal because the seller didn't want to lose out on that property. So as far as pricing property, right now, I've been thinking about this a lot over the last week. So a lot of the comps that we're going over and that we're presenting to our sellers are the comps that we had, 3 months ago. We always like to go 90 days back. So 90 days back, you're looking at prices and solds where the interest rates were in the 3s and 4%. Well, now we're into the 5%, which means we might want to start thinking about pricing ahead of the market. Now, before we go ahead and just say, oh, we're going to list it for $100,000 less, because that's not what you want to do. What I think that we should do is, as realtors and giving the best advice to our clients, and this is just me spinning in my head like I do, but I think what we should do is we should take into consideration how many homes are on that market. Remember, San Diego, just like many markets around the country, they're micro markets, right? So if you live in like Las Vegas, for example, you have all these subdivision communities. You can't compare one subdivision to another subdivision. They're all unique. It's just like going to like the northern part or East County where there was all this new development, and you can't compare, or even Savina and Mission Valley, you can't compare Origins to Promontory, for example, because it's 2 totally different products, right? And the age of those products is different. So what I think we should start doing is going, okay, this is what it was like back then. This is the buyer. This is what we're seeing. Most of it was cash. If most of it was cash, you're in a different position, right? Or let's say you have a house that you want to sell, but there's only like 3 houses on the market and 2 of them are pending and 1 is still on the market. We might want to look at that and go, okay, well, here's the good news. And that is you don't have much competition. And so we can kind of back into a new price that way. And maybe it's the price that the comps are telling us that it is. But I think as interest rates go up, we're going to have to start making adjustments to our market and our prices. So that is my soapbox and my bathroom chat for today. If you guys have any questions whatsoever on what's happening in the real estate market here in San Diego, feel free to reach out to me. I want to be a resource to you. I will tell you, the last 2 houses I closed for buyers, we got them under list price, both of them. They both appraised over the purchase contract. One appraised 80,000 over. That was amazing. And then another one appraised about 35,000 over. And in both cases, I'm trying to think, I believe we got credit in both of them. Repair credits for both of them. So all that's starting to come back. You're not having to release all your contingencies. You're not having to do all that stuff. It's hot in my bathroom. Ugh, and it's humid outside. But anyway, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, feel free to reach out to me. I want to be a resource. Saturday, I'm going to be at 3893 California Street, unit number 18. It is going to be open. It's town home. Come visit me. I would love to see you. Yeah. Have a great day, everyone. Whatever you do, don't miss me. Bye-bye.